consider the extrajudicial killing and the deeds full murder of a young Nigerian in Rivers State by men of the Nigerian Army as an important issue that this chamber should deliberate on this morning, and perhaps again attempt to seek for a legislative solution to these cases of extrajudicial killing and conflict. My dear colleagues, the incident was one that is not just gruesome, but completely uncalled for and avoidable death. We were gathered in the evening, taking some time out when men of the Nigerian battalion stationed within that area raided the restaurant and started shooting at defenseless Nigerians. And in course of that, a young Nigerian was gunned down. So I pray that we see this as a matter that is urgent, that is very important. The life of one Nigerian, of course, I believe is important to every member of this chamber. I so pray, Mr. Speaker.
From state, the Speaker arrives to support that the matter should be taken as matter of urgent public importance. I so second.
Those in favor of the motion say aye. Those against it say nay. Ayes have it.
On the Nakukutoro local government area of Rivers State. The House also knows that the killing which occurred in the night of Friday, 9th November 2018, is said to have been carried out by persons identified to be men of the Nigerian Army. The House notes further that the deceased, said to be one of several persons who went out to relax at a popular bar in the community after a hard day's work, was allegedly shot from close range by soldiers attached to the 130 Battalion of the Nigerian Army, who had invaded the bar, brutalized and unleashed terror on innocent persons for no just cause. The House is aware that the incident is one too many in cases of extrajudicial killings and that daily take place in several parts of the country against defenseless, innocent citizens, and is thus very highly condemnable. The House is also aware that the incident has led to very serious tension and panic within the community and its environment, and people now live in fear. The House is concerned that the situation is already generating ill feelings and bad blood in the community, and if not immediately checked, could affect the peace and tranquility of the area, could also lead to violence and breakdown of law and order, as well as strain the hitherto cordial relationship that had existed between the community and the Nigerian Army. The House is worried that unless urgent action is taken to check incidents of this kind and call men of the Nigerian Army to order, same is likely to reoccur and perhaps increase even as we approach the 2019 general election. The House is called upon to resolve to condemn in very strong terms the extrajudicial killing and gruesome murder of Mr. Sopribo Black Duke, and observe a minute silence for him and in honor of all Nigerians who have suffered extrajudicial killing. The House is again called to urge the Chief of Army Staff to check the activities of men of the Nigerian Army vis-à-vis their relationship with civilian population. Immediately take steps to forestall any further killings and likely breakdown of law and order in the affected communities and its environment. And finally, to mandate the Committee on Army to immediately carry out full-scale investigations into the matter with a view to bringing the culprits to book so as to forestall the reoccurrence of same and report to the House within 4 weeks for further legislative action. Mr. Speaker, my dear colleagues, I so move. This issue of avoidable death of a Nigerian before these green chambers, I will note that one of the prayers, in fact the third prayer, is investigative. I've also observed the urge by my colleague Ogene to speak to this motion, so I'll be brief and allow him to perhaps give his support to it. The entire motion has to do with extrajudicial killing of a Nigerian who went out in the evening with the hope of coming back to meet his family. But unfortunately, without provocation, men of the Nigerian Army attached to 130 Battalion in Abonima Axis in Rivers State, invaded the restaurant where they were relaxing in the evening, and not only assaulted persons, but out of fear, the young man wanted to run and they shot at him at very close range. Not even shooting as is being, if it were perhaps Nigerian police or other civil organization, I believe that they would have shot him below the dangerous area. But Nigerian army are trained to kill. And so the boy did not survive it. It is only natural that we look into this matter, investigate the circumstances behind this murder, also fish out the culprits, because when this incident happened, it was not possible for members of the community to identify the soldier who shot at him. His colleagues shielded him and, of course, scared every other person away. They have no voice. There is nobody that can speak for them other than those of us that are in these green chambers. That's why we are elected, to speak for the defenseless, for those who have no voice, for us to speak for them. That is the challenge I have brought before us. Let us ensure that justice is not only done, but that justice is seen to be done. Let the Army Committee investigate and fish out the culprits, and let the punishment in line with the law be meted out on those who are found culpable or guilty in the circumstance. My dear colleagues, I urge you to please support this motion and the prayers thereto. Thank you, sir.
Those in favor of the motion as amended say aye. Those against it say nay. Ayes have it.